All right, Taurus. I know, Taurus, your reading was extremely specific. It was so specific that I didn't know if it was going to resonate with anybody. You are definitely reaching an outcome to that scenario, to that situation, and things are going to be very good moving forward. This Judgment card represents nearing the end of a phase. Okay, we're talking about your love life. So this is nearing the end of a phase of your love life. It doesn't mean a relationship is ending. It doesn't mean that you're breaking up. It could, but it doesn't mean that ending of a phase does not mean leaving. It means entering into a new phase of it could be leaving, yes. It could also mean deepening a commitment, deepening a bond, okay? Just a change and a shift, and you will be entering into that new phase. So you're nearing the end of a phase. So there has been some spiritual guidance here. This card means outcome, renewal, and change of place. So in your love life, Taurus, something is changing. All right. Something is changing. Something is renewing, and it's causing an outcome, and that's clear because we're at the 20th major arcana card, which means we're ending a phase. Okay. Now, in your primary position, Taurus, we have two wands here. So there could be a fire energy in your life, although I'm not thinking so. I'm actually thinking it's more of a water energy, but you could be fiery. Your energy could be very fiery. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of feeling a little trapped, okay? A little nervous, actually, by everything that's on our plate. Wands represent fire energies. Like I always say, fire energies are the most optimistic of all of the zodiac signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the most optimistic of all the zodiac signs. What these wands represent, okay, are our life or their life, projects, work, household, family, friends, all right, love relationships. And what this card is saying is that because fire signs are so positive and so optimistic about everything, they tend to get involved in a lot of different things. Okay, they love activities, they love meeting new people, they always just see potential in everything, and they want to be involved in it all. And so they tend to stack their life so full of activities and projects and people and places. And at some point, though, they start to get a little bit bogged down. Okay, almost. And the 10 of wands is somebody that's a man that's carrying 10 wands and he's barely able to lift them all. That's just indicative of putting too much on your plate, and how long can you bear the burden? All right. Fire signs don't ever feel anything of is a burden, though. They feel that it's a possibility, an outcome. You're going to help this person. You're going to stay extra long at work. Yes, of course you want to get involved in that project. You can help a lot of people. Yes, I in my love life, I want to keep this going. I want to see this work out. Okay, very positive. What this card is representing, though, is that he's starting to, or you, or the fire energy in your life is starting to get a little bit bogged down. Okay. There's a bandage on his head. He's feeling a little bit beat up. Most likely he did it to himself, though. Keep that in mind. And so he's cowering. He's stepping back a little bit because he's just starting to get a little bombarded and tired. But you're going to really feel that you're going to have your power back. There could be a fire sign in your chart. There could be a male. Kings and court cards do represent people. Kings are supposed to represent males, so there could be a male fire sign in your life. Okay, and what I love about the King of Wands is he's a very honest and conscientious person. Okay, yes, he's a fire energy, so he loves getting involved in things. He's very successful. He's a leader. But if you notice in the tarot, there's animals in some cards, and animals represent, just like in real life, animals represent, or animals, just like in real life, animals don't stand by a person or spend time with the person unless they can sense that positive, warm, caring energy from them. So in tarot, when there's animals here, it represents, one of the things it represents is that this little tiny lizard here is sitting right next to this big, huge, strong man in all these bright clothes, but he's not afraid of him. Okay, he's just sitting there because he trusts this person's energy. So this generally means this is a very good person. Okay, this person could be somebody that's married. They could be in a, it doesn't have to be that this is your love interest. Okay, this could be your father or somebody that sits in some sort of consigliere role to you, a counsel role, and somebody that you get advice from. It could be that also. Okay, or it could be a fire sign. But I feel like Taurus, you're actually, because the cups here, you're going to be more involved with some sort of water energy. So we will see. We will see. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so this is crossing you as your challenge or benefit. So this person could be telling you, don't do this, do this. They're trying to guide you. You may not be listening, but they could also be a love interest. Fire sign, that's a love interest. Okay. Now, what is grounding you is the Chariot. This is a major arcana. You have major arcana grounding. You have major arcana crowning. Okay. So you do have strong energies this month again, Taurus. The Chariot represents making swift, solid decisions and being very confident in your decisions. Okay. It means also triumph. But this person is strong within themselves. They have he's standing here underneath a banner of night sky. So that's representative of, just like I talk about day cards and the night cards represent our emotions. He's standing underneath this banister, this balcony that is cloaked with the night sky. So he's making these decisions in his life and he's taking steps forward and he's confident in them, but he's not forgetting how he feels either. Okay, these are well thought out movements, well thought out and well felt out judgments and decisions to move forward. Okay. Strong card. You're coming out stronger, you're confident, and you're ready to make decisions and you're ready to start taking action. Okay? You have a lot of direction right now. So take that energy and use it and go where you want to go. Don't be afraid, because what's crowning you is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a card of waiting. Okay? Not ready to make a decision. Okay? It's a card of intuition. Okay, it's a card of trials. So you've gone through some trials. You've learned from your trials. And this is a card of discernment and sacrifice, prophecy. You are taking those lessons, considering them well learned. And you might be a little hesitant to start jumping into making decisions and going places. But this is saying don't do that. Yes, you're hesitant, but don't be too hesitant, because those lessons have been learned. That is done. Okay. This is just saying, yes, you're waiting, but don't wait. Yes, you might be a little bit fearful and waiting for some sort of divine intervention, but don't be. Okay. You have this divine energy already, and you are definitely ready to move forward with confidence. Okay. So don't let this get too hung up. Don't get too hung up on this card and on this energy. Keep this in mind. Okay. Now, in your very near future, Taurus, we have the Ace of Cups, and this is new beginnings. This is new beginnings in love. This is feeling spiritually connected to somebody. Okay. Being so happy with them. Cups represent our emotions and where we hold our emotions. Water represents our actual emotions, and the cups hold our emotions. This cup is overflowing. Okay. This cup is overflowing with emotions. and it's being divinely, spiritually filled. And it's almost as if aces represent new beginnings, okay? So it's almost as if this person, this most likely a water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, has been just showed up in your life out of nowhere, out of the blue, and there was just a connection, and you both feel very connected. It could be a karmic relationship. Now, keep in mind, karmic relationships don't necessarily mean that you have to be with that person forever. It doesn't mean that that person is your soulmate and you will be with them forever. Karmic relationships can be that, but they also can mean that that person was placed in your path to teach you very important lessons. And it hurts when they leave, yes, but the lessons that you learn about yourself while they're in your life are life-changing lessons. Okay, I'm not seeing that happen here at all. I'm just saying that that's what this feels like. It's going to feel like a karmic connection for you. Now, Taurus, how you're viewing the situation. This is interesting because we have the Three of Pentacles, and this is a card of commissioned work, getting recognized for a job well done, working hard, okay? Maybe in some sort of art, fashion, or doing work with your hands, or taking on extra projects at work because you are getting well known within your workplace that you're responsible and accountable, like you are, Taurus. You're earth energy, so you're methodical and diligent and honest and trustworthy, and people respect that, and so you may be taking on extra work this month. So this is where your focus is. So yes, love may come right in while you're focusing on yourself, while you're focusing on your work and not trying so hard to go out and grab and grasp at love. Because when you do that, when you're grasping and hoping, it just pushes love away. Okay? When you're focusing on yourself, when you're focusing on your own life and your own projects, that's when love comes into your life. Okay? Now, how they are viewing the situation. This love interest, possibly this love interest, they are viewing this situation as a good time, okay? They like being with you. They are wanting to go out and socialize with you, introduce you to friends, introduce you to family. They want you to spend time with them in their social life. They want to bring you into their life, and they want you to bring them into their life on all accounts. This is a card of good times. Socializing. Okay. It also can mean that it can also mean that a project or a decision has come to a conclusion. Okay, so you're celebrating, or they are celebrating because something has been finalized. Okay, that's beautiful energy. That's how they're viewing the energy. So maybe this finalization is you two have actually decided to move forward in a relationship and you're committed, and they are very happy about that. Okay. In your hopes and fears, we have the Death card. The Death card means an ending and a new beginning, moving forward, moving through the ending of the phase into a new phase. Okay. The wind is pushing him at his back. The flag is being blown towards the future. There's a priest here. There's sunlight coming up on the horizon. So this is coming through something that has been difficult and challenging, and coming out on top with a very positive outlook. Okay. This is your fear. It's also your hope. You're hoping you can come out positive on the other side, but you're also afraid that you're going to have to go through this ending because of everything that happened okay, so this is just your hope and your fear. But what we have here, Taurus, in your outcome position is the Six of Cups, and this is a card of nostalgia, younger energy, looking back on good times with somebody, remembering the good times, remembering the spiritual times, remembering the emotional times, and the happy times. Okay? So whoever this is that's in your life or entering your life, they could very well be somebody that you've spent time with in the past, because there is this air of and this energy of looking back on the past and remembering how happy you were together. Okay? So yes, new relationship, most likely, maybe not a new person. Okay? All right, Taurus. Let's look at an oracle card. Spirit and universe, what are the overall messages and overall energy that you have for Taurus? Overall guidance that you have for Taurus? The Habya. The Habya, imaginary fears, okay, unreal hazards, realistic caution. It is time to look for the truth behind our fears, to distinguish between what is real and what is just our projection of old traumas and fears into our imaginary future. By delving into our old patterns, we can see past them to a more liberating life. Only by facing these fears honestly and seeing them for what they are, do we gain greater ability to open our hearts and gain in strength to face what really difficult challenges are in our lives. Each false fear confronted and resolved makes us much stronger. Okay? Each false fear confronted makes us stronger. All right? All right, Taurus, thank you so much